Okay, so when you've opened your PowerVision 3 out of the box and ready to install it on the bike. So out of the box, it should have files on it for the stock file on the bike, and it should also have 5 or 6 files. There should be 5, I believe, files for different tunes. So like a Yoshimura exhaust and stock intake. There should be a tune for that. Okay, and I'm going to show you where you find those on the computer in a later on video. But you should find those tunes on there already. Okay, and when we plug it in, we're going to get one of 3 messages. Okay, this is what it's going to look like on the screen of the PV3. It's going to say you're getting started, and then it does list them here, what each one means over on this side here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're either going to get a file that says file state 1, no compatible tune or stock files. File state 2, no compatible tune files. File state 3, all required files are found. Okay, and then 3 gauges are displayed. Okay, so what we'll do, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come over to your bike, and obviously your seat's going to look a little different if you're stock, but you're going to stick the key in down here on the side here below the seat, pop the seat up from the back, and slide it outward. Now you got your seat off, set your seat aside where it's not going to get damaged, and then obviously yours is going to look a lot different than this if you don't have any of this stuff. So obviously this is Power Commander 5 wideband 2, and this device can be used to go hand in hand with these devices, or it can be also used as a setup that you could use on a stock bike. So a bike that doesn't have a fuel controller yet, you could modify the ECU and use that as your fuel controller. Okay, so we will stick our key in our ignition here and not turn the key yet. Your diagnostics port, it's either going to be buried or it's going to be right on top, but this little red plug, it's going to have electrical tape on it. Okay, you're going to find that red plug, as you can see here. And we'll just set that tape aside here. Okay, so once you've found that little red plug, you're going to push up. So there's a little tab inside here. You're going to lift upward and pull out, and that little red plug is going to come off. Okay, that little cap's going to come off there. So now we will take our wiring that came with our PV3. So we got our little connector with our little rubber USB plug here. And then we do have this little red bullet connector. And DynoJet says do not use this unless advised from them. So we are not going to be plugging that in. So you would tape it up, put it off to the side. If you're not going to leave this in there, then obviously you're going to plug it in, tune the bike, and unplug this, which is what we will be doing on this bike. I don't think we'll be leaving the PowerVision on there. We'll see what all we can do with it and determine that later on. But you could obviously, you'd run this up under your plastic, mount it up on the handlebars somewhere in that area, or get yourself a little bracket to hold it onto your handlebars, something like that. Okay, so here's your little diagnostics port. You can only fit on there one way. That little terminal, again, it lifts up to unplug. Okay, so it locks onto this little red plug, so we'll stuff that on there. You'll listen for that click. Our bullet connector is connecting to nothing. We'll make sure it's not getting grounded out and set it aside for now. Okay, so there you go. That is where your diagnostics port is. That's how you plug this in. So now we're going to take the PV3, and you guys are seeing this for the first time, get married to this bike just like I am. So I wanted to experience this on camera so you guys can see what yours is going to look like. Plug it in. Again, there's a little tab. This tab pushes down right here. So push down right here and pull out to unplug. So you can see there, that tab locks in to this little notch right there. Okay, so we'll push that in there. It's all locked in. We'll block off our USB port. We're not going to plug it into the computer right now, hopefully. Okay, and we'll keep this aside here. Let's see, we set it up like this. Now, obviously, I've already went through and I've flipped the screen over. I was able to get into the menu of here. So my screen may look a little different than your screen, and that's in the settings. Okay, so now that we've got the device plugged into our diagnostics port, we're going to turn them on. So we'll turn the bike on, see what code we get. So there it comes up, it says DynoJet. All files required are found. Okay, press the big button to select the tune. So obviously then you will click this button and it's going to show you all the different tunes that are on there. So in a later video I will show you how to select the proper tune and what these files mean to you. Okay, but this is just the install. So there you go. It is installed correctly. As you can see, everything worked up to this point. We got into the files. So that concludes this video on how to install the PV3, how to do it correctly. Now later on down the road I will also do an install video showing where you can run it up and mount it, but that's going to obviously determine on your personal preference as to if you want to mount it on the handlebars, do you want to leave it mounted under the seat. So I mean, that's not as important to me as showing you how to wire it up correctly and where to plug it in at this point in time. Okay, so there you go. That is the PowerVision 3 device. This is going to be able to rewrite your ECU and your PCM, be able to reflash the whole thing. Okay, so as always, make sure to stay tuned. See what I did there? Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, so notifications are on. And there's much more from this device to come as I work side by side with DynoJet and their engineers to get this whole thing sorted out and for me to be able to show it to you the easiest way possible to actually get a tune done on your bike and tune it yourself at home. Okay, so thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Have a good day.